I asked my roommate to stop borrowing my stuff and he stole my PS5. I moved in with my roommate Marcus about 6 months ago. We found each other on some apartment finder app and seemed cool enough. Split the rent, separate bedrooms, shared living room and kitchen, standard setup. At first, everything was fine. We'd watch TV together sometimes and order pizza, nothing weird. But then I started noticing my stuff would be in different places. My phone charger would be unplugged from my room and sitting on the kitchen counter. My hair trimmer would be wet in the bathroom when I definitely left it dry in my room. One night I came home from my shift at Target and my leftover pizza was gone. Not just like one slice, the entire box. I've been thinking about that pizza all day. Marcus was sitting on the couch eating chips, and when I asked about it, he just laughed and said, "Oh yeah, man, I was starving. We live together, it's cool, right?" I told him it wasn't really cool and maybe just ask next time. He said I was being weird about it. A week later, I'm looking for my good headphones, the expensive Sony ones I saved up for. Can't find them anywhere. I hear gaming sounds coming from Marcus's room. I knock and walk in, and there he is, wearing my headphones, playing Call of Duty. I was so mad. I told him I really didn't like that he kept taking my things without asking. He actually rolled his eyes at me and said I was acting like his dad, like I was the problem here. I said from now on, just ask before you borrow something. Pretty simple rule. He got all annoyed and said, "Whatever, dude," and turned back to his game. For the next 3 days, he completely ignored me. Wouldn't respond when I said hi. Would leave rooms when I walked in. Real mature stuff. Then my friend Tyler texted me saying Marcus was posting on Instagram about how his roommate was too uptight to live with anyone. Great. Last Tuesday, I came home from work early because I wasn't feeling good. The apartment was supposed to be empty because Marcus had class until 5, but I heard voices coming from the living room. I walked in and Marcus was there with 2 guys I'd never seen before, and my PS5 was gone, just completely missing from the TV stand. I asked Marcus where it was and he got this weird look on his face. He said he didn't know what I was talking about. I pointed at the empty spot where my PlayStation always sat. One of his friends looked super uncomfortable and got up to leave. That's when I knew. I asked Marcus straight up if he took my PS5. He said I was being paranoid and that maybe I moved it somewhere and forgot. I checked my room. Not there. Checked everywhere. Gone. I told Marcus I was calling the cops if he didn't tell me where my PlayStation was right now. He finally admitted he sold it on Facebook Marketplace for $300. He said he needed the money for rent and that since I was being such a jerk about sharing, he figured I wouldn't mind. I absolutely lost it. I told him he had 24 hours to get my PS5 back or give me $500 for a new one or I was filing a police report. He said I was overreacting and that roommates share things. I called the landlord right there in front of him and explained what happened. Turns out Marcus was 2 months behind on his half of rent. The landlord said he'd been paying the full amount, but Marcus had been giving him excuses about his check being late. Our landlord gave Marcus a week to move out. Marcus tried to act like I was the villain. He told all his friends I got him evicted over borrowing some stuff, but word got around about the PS5 thing. Nobody wanted to room with him after that. He ended up moving back in with his parents, and I got my $300 back plus his security deposit to cover the cost of a new PlayStation. He blocked me on everything, but I honestly don't care.